Sunday, March 30th, 2025, evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III, and thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here tonight. I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics, and summarizing them for you. Despite EOS's low blow at 64 cents, Secondar's earnings ain't gonna soar past $6 million, but Automotive Wires hit the high wires aiming for $19.8 billion by 2030, while the Polygon Colossus DHR smooths the ride, gliding back to EOS's low tide. Stay tuned for a riveting dive into today's headlines. And here are some more headlines and stories you may expect in today's AI News Digest. Semantic shift in programmatic's term curation. The leapfrogging terminus and the fuzzy cut. AI tools enhance community college teaching techniques. Now let's take a look at today's breaking news. Breaking news. EOS likely to remain below the 64 cents level. Here's why. Ambi Crypto News. EOS faced selling pressure in March with potential for a range formation between 46 cents, 64 cents. Despite a 5.4% gain, EOS couldn't break the 64 cents resistance, indicating seller dominance and likely price reversal. Traders should be cautious of volatility, as a retest of the resistance could present selling opportunities. Red Cross outraged over killing of 8 medics in Gaza, BBC.com. The International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies expressed outrage over the killing of 8 medics in Gaza, allegedly by Israeli forces. The medics responding to emergencies were found dead after a week of denied access. The attack, condemned by Hamas, violated international humanitarian law protecting civilians and health workers. Review: Polygon Colossus DHR, smooth and sensibly priced, pinkbike.com. The article reviews the new Colossus, highlighting its impressive performance and affordability. It suggests that the product offers excellent value for money, making it a strong contender in its market segment. Johnny Broome injury update. Auburn star gives status for Final Four during post-game interview on 3.com. Auburn's Johnny Broome sustained a concerning injury during an Elite Eight game against Michigan State, but returned to help secure a 70-64 victory. Despite X-rays being negative, Broome contributed significantly with 25 points and 14 rebounds. He confirmed his intention to play in the upcoming Final Four against Florida.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
March 30th in history. March 30th, 598. Avar Byzantine Wars. The Avars lift the siege at the Byzantine stronghold of Tomis. Their leader Bayandost retreats north of the Danube River after the Avaro-Slavic army is decimated by the plague. March 30th, 1967. Delta Airlines Flight 9877 crashes at Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport, killing 19.
Famous people born on this day. March 30th, 1940. Hans Ragnemalm, Swedish lawyer and judge, died 2016. Mark Begich. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Mark Begich, born March 30th, 1962, is an American politician and lobbyist. He served as a U.S. Senator from Alaska, 2009 to 2015, and as Anchorage's mayor, 2003 to 2009. A Democrat, Begich was the first native Alaskan senator. He later founded Northern Compass Group and ran for Alaska governor in 2018. Joy Ritterhoff. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Joy Ritterhoff, an American missionary, founded Gospel Recordings, Inc. in 1939 to spread the gospel through audio recordings in numerous languages. Her work began in Honduras and expanded globally, reaching over 6,500 languages. Her efforts continue through the Global Recordings Network, impacting oral preference communities worldwide. And now on to today's news.
Business news. Very new Linux user, 2 days Kubuntu, attempting to run an app image file. Everything I've read online so far has completely failed. Help! AskUbuntu.com. A user transitioning from Windows to Kubuntu 2404 struggles to run an app image file for their business software manager, despite following several troubleshooting steps, including setting executable permissions and installing libfuse 2. They seek urgent assistance after spending significant time researching solutions without success. The semantic slide of programmatic's power word curation, Digiday. The term curation in ad tech is losing its clarity as it means different things to different stakeholders, such as ad tech vendors, data brokers, and publishers. Despite its varied interpretations, curation is recognized as a growth area, prompting the IAB to seek a standard definition to streamline its understanding and application. India box office, Sikandar likely to open below $6 million, Forbes. The Hindi film Sikandar generated significant anticipation but is expected to earn under $4 million on its opening day in India, falling short of the hype.
Science news. On medical fallacy, LouRockwell.com. The article critiques the reliance on biostatistics in medical research, highlighting the misuse of statistical methods like p-values and the fallacy of equating correlation with causation. It emphasizes the need for rigorous Bayesian statistics to ensure medical outcomes are accurately measured, citing examples like hormone replacement therapy and COVID-19 studies. AI-powered teaching, practical tools for community college faculty, facultyfocus.com. The article examines AI's transformative role in community college education, tracing its historical evolution and analyzing its benefits and challenges. It highlights AI's potential to enhance accessibility and efficiency while maintaining educational integrity. A case study from a California community college illustrates effective AI integration strategies for faculty, ensuring AI supports rather than replaces teaching roles. The leapfrogging terminus and the fuzzy cut, lesswrong.com.
Today's obituaries. Tarun Agarwal. Brief Wikipedia summary. Tarun Agarwal, an Indian jurist, served as a justice in Allahabad and Uttarakhand High Courts and as Chief Justice of Meghalaya High Court. Post-retirement, he was the presiding officer of the Securities Appellate Tribunal. He passed away at 69 due to a heart attack following an accident. Agoda Bujdosó. Brief Wikipedia summary. Agoda Bujdosó was a renowned Hungarian handball goalkeeper, celebrated for her achievements with Vasas and the national team. She won numerous titles, including an Olympic bronze in 1976 and multiple Hungarian championships. Bujdosó was honored as Hungarian Handballer of the Year twice and passed away at 81 in March 2025. Andrew Krakauer. Brief Wikipedia summary. Andrew Krakauer was an Australian rules footballer who played for Richmond and Collingwood in the AFL. He had a notable career, winning several awards and overcoming legal issues. Krakauer passed away at 42 in 2025 from a suspected heart attack. Pachomius. Brief Wikipedia summary. Saint Pachomius the Great, born around 292 AD, founded Christian Cenobitic monasticism in Egypt. He established the first monastery at Tbilisi, creating a communal monastic life. Celebrated by Coptic, Eastern Orthodox, and Catholic churches, Pachomius is remembered for his significant contributions to monastic traditions. Prem Parkash. Brief Wikipedia summary. Prem Parkash, 1932-2025, was a prominent Indian writer from Punjab, known for his significant contributions to post-1947 East Punjabi literature. He authored numerous acclaimed short stories, some adapted into films, and received several prestigious literary awards, including the Sahitya Akademi Award. Jim Quinn. Brief Wikipedia summary. Jim Quinn was an American conservative radio host known for The War Room with Quinn and Rose. He transitioned from a disc jockey to a political talk show host, promoting conservative views and smaller government. His controversial style and outspoken nature made him a notable figure in radio broadcasting. Ken Bruin. Brief Wikipedia summary. Ken Bruin was an acclaimed Irish crime fiction writer known for his hard-boiled and noir style. His notable works include the Jack Taylor series and collaborations with Jason Starr. Bruin received numerous literary awards and his books were adapted into films and TV series. He passed away at 74 in 2025. Richard Chamberlain. Brief Wikipedia summary. Richard Chamberlain, an acclaimed American actor and singer, became a teen idol with Dr. Kildare and earned the title King of the Miniseries for roles in Shogun and The Thornbirds. He also starred in films like The Three Musketeers and was the first to portray Jason Bourne on screen. Virgilio Garciano. Brief Wikipedia summary. Virgilio Garciano, a former Filipino election official, was implicated in the 2004 Hello Garci scandal involving alleged electoral fraud with President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Despite going into hiding, he returned to the Philippines and ran unsuccessfully for Congress. He passed away at 86 in 2025. Robert E. Jones. Brief Wikipedia summary. Robert E. Jones, a 97-year-old American jurist, served as a judge on the U.S. District Court for Oregon since 1990 and the Oregon Supreme Court from 1983 to 1990. Gerd Poppe. Brief Wikipedia summary. Gerd Poppe was a German politician and Bundestag member for Alliance 90 The Greens from 1990 to 1998. He passed away at 84 on March 29, 2025. Marcos Vilaca, 85, Brazilian lawyer and auditor, president of the Academia Brasileira de Letras. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest and may God have mercy on their souls.
Health news. Dear Abby, remarried widower has grave concerns. Boston Herald. A man remarried after losing his first wife seeks advice on his final resting place. Considering burial with his first wife or near his current wife, he contemplates cremation to divide ashes between sites. Dear Abby suggests discussing with family and documenting wishes to avoid future conflict. An inappropriate song in children's theater. Co-worker won't stop insisting everything is fine. And more, askamanager.org. A volunteer at a children's theater is concerned about a song change to Camel by Camel due to its association with an adult meme. They seek advice on addressing the issue with the coordinator, a kindergarten teacher, to prevent potential complaints from parents familiar with the meme's context. Entertainment news. Automotive wires and cables market is forecasted to reach US $19.8 billion in 2030, says StratView Research, Globe Newswire. The global automotive wires and cables market is expected to grow at a 5.4% annual rate from 2024 to 2030, reaching $19.8 billion by 2030. Key growth drivers include increased demand for advanced automotive technologies and electrification, with Asia-Pacific leading in market dominance and North America exhibiting rapid expansion. India box office, Sikandar likely to open below $6 million, Forbes. The Hindi film Sikandar, despite significant anticipation, is projected to earn less than $4 million in India on its opening day at the box office. Exclusive Emma Stone and Dave McCarey's marriage at risk of collapsing under weight of showbiz pressure. RadarOnline.com. Oscar winner Emma Stone and her husband Dave McCarey have successfully transitioned into film production with Fruit Tree Productions. Despite their success, including a deal with Universal Pictures, Stone reportedly fears their 4-year marriage may suffer due to the pressures of the film industry.
Have you ever noticed how everything gets fancy words these days? Take curation, for instance. Back in the day, it was a job reserved for museum folks wearing white gloves, delicately handling dinosaur bones or Picasso paintings. Now, it's become a buzzword in programmatic advertising. That's right. Clicking around on a computer to decide which ads you'll ignore on a web page is now called curation. I mean, what's next? Will we have a chief curation officer for my sock drawer? Maybe Google Earth will start curating routes for my morning commute to avoid potholes the size of small moons. Speaking of leaps and bounds, remember when the most exciting thing that could leapfrog was a frog? Ah, simpler times. But now we have the leapfrogging terminus and the fuzzy cut. What does that even mean? Is that an indie band or an overpriced haircut in Manhattan? It's as if someone took random words from a globe, shook them up, and said, here's your headline. Maybe it's got something to do with trains hopping over one another in some dystopian future. All I know is if I'm ever stuck on a planet where terminus leapfrogging is a thing, I'll be on the first spaceship out of there. And then there are AI tools enhancing community college teaching techniques. Have you heard about this? Great, because nothing screams quality education like throwing a robot into the mix. Pretty soon our planet will be run by students who learned algebra from a talking toaster. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for technology helping out. But can you imagine asking Siri to help with your thesis on the evolution of globes? I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. Did you mean recipes involving gelatinous orbs? So here's my issue. We've got all this futuristic mumbo-jumbo floating around like space debris, and meanwhile, I'm still getting lost trying to find a globe that isn't labeled vintage and costs more than my first car. I mean, does anyone really need an app that tells you how to water your plants? The Earth's been doing that for free with rain since forever. In conclusion, while we're at it with all these advancements and curations, maybe someone can invent something truly revolutionary, a universal translator for all these ridiculous headlines, so us regular folks can understand what in the world is going on. Until then, I'm just a Globey spinning through space, trying to make sense of this ever-curated universe.
And now a couple of dad jokes for you. Dad, I'm hungry. Hello, hungry. I'm Dad. Where do fish keep their money? In the riverbank.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.